Welcome to Streamlined News for Friday, March 4th, 2011, brought to you by SwimAtlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop. Those who thought Michael Phelps wasn't taking the lead up to the London Olympics seriously needed only to see him in the pool in Indianapolis last night, where he posted the fastest times in the world in 2 events at the USA Swimming Grand Prix. After 3 weeks training at altitude in Colorado Springs, Phelps showed the world he's, quote, back on track, as he said in a post-race interview. Phelps started off with a 146.27 in the 200 free, which surpassed Yannick Agnell's 146.55 as the top time in the world. Mellouli gave Phelps a run and finished second with a 147.01, which is the 3rd fastest time in the world. Phelps was back a little bit later to swim the 100 fly, and though he didn't have the best touch at the wall, his time of 51.75 in the event is the fastest in the world by almost a second. A couple of foreigners joined Phelps on the medal stand as Brazil's Caio Almeida and Japan's Masayuki Kishida were second and third. Phelps wasn't the only headliner on the first day of competition in Indy. Dana Vollmer also posted a world-leading time in the 100 fly with her 57.66. She had swum a 58.0 in the prelims. And Ireland's Barry Murphy won the 100 breast in a lifetime best of 100.77, putting him second in the world. Murphy beat a stacked field, which included Olympic champ Kosuke Kitajima and Olympians Eric Chanteau and Mark Gangloff. Sean Mahoney, who is on a comeback trail of sorts after serving a 6-month suspension for a drug violation, placed second with a 101.51. Gangloff was third at 101.61. Kitajima, who had just arrived in Indianapolis from Japan, where he set 3 national records last weekend, was fourth. Mellouli continued to add to his Grand Prix point totals with a close win in the 400 IM over Tyler Clary, who was leading through the breaststroke leg. Mellouli's time of 4:13.80 is a little slower than he swam a few weeks ago in Missouri, but shows consistency. Clary was second in 4:14.80. Ryan Lochte showed signs of training fatigue in last night's finals, placing 4th in the 200 free and 13th in the 100 fly. He'll be in the mix for tonight's 100 backstroke final. Phelps will only swim the 200 fly tonight, looking to surpass the top time in the world of 156.89, swum by Japan's Kazuya Kaneda. And Missy Franklin will step up for the finals of the 50 free and 100 back. Franklin is the current leader in the Grand Prix points race, but Franklin has said in interviews that she will not accept the $20,000 check if she wins in order to maintain her college eligibility. You can go to swimmingworld.com to read more about last night's races from Indianapolis. And our thanks to Universal Sports and USA Swimming for footage from the meet. Garrett Weber-Gale provided the big story last night in Austin, Texas at the American Short Course Championships. On his blog, he mentioned a bet he made with SwimAtlanta head coach Chris Davis that he could break 4:20 in the 500-yard freestyle. On the line was dinner at a restaurant of the winner's choosing. By a very slim margin, Weber-Gale lost the bet, swimming a 4:20.02 to win the 500 last night. No word yet on which restaurant Davis will make Weber-Gale pick up the check. Stanford and Cal are still battling it out at the men's Pac10 Championships, though Stanford's lead has grown to 72 points after yesterday's competition. Austin Staub stepped up for the Cardinal in the 200 IM and won with a 142.01, which makes him the only swimmer under 143 going into the NCAA Championships. Previously at the NCAA, Staub raced in the 50 free on the first day instead of the 200 IM. The 50 free last night set up a great battle between Cal's Nathan Adrian and Southern Cal's Vlad Morozov. Adrian won with a 19 flat, while Morozov was right behind with a 19.06. Morozov will go into NCAAs with the 4th fastest time, while Adrian remains at the top of the rankings. Cal finished off the night with a win in the 200 free relay, just 0.2 of a second ahead of Stanford. The Golden Bears touched in 1:16.62. Indian River is well on its way to yet another junior college team title for the men and women. After 2 days of competition, the Lancers have a 75-point lead on the women's side and are leading by 130 points on the men's side. Mallory Morell of Monroe was the top swimmer last night, setting a division record in the 50 free with a 22.94. The swimming competition began yesterday at the NAIA Championships, and Fresno Pacific took the lead in the men's competition, while Cal Baptist kept their lead on the women's side. 6 NAIA records were broken in finals, with the highlight coming from David Hibbard of Simon Fraser, who saw a quick 147.55 in the 200 IM to break Kevin Sellers' record of 149.44. Sellers was in that race, placing third with a 150.05. Recaps and results for all the meets mentioned on today's show can be found on our website, swimmingworld.com. And tomorrow in Manchester, England, Great Britain's top swimmers will race for spots on the World Championship team. Gemma Spofford and Liam Tancock will be looking to make the team in their attempts to defend their World Championship titles from 2009. Both set world records on the way to their wins. Spofford did it in the women's 100 back, while Tancock lowered his own world record in the 50 back. Other swimmers such as Hannah Miley, Fran Halsell, Rebecca Adlington, James Goddard, and Simon Burnett are odds-on favorites to land spots on the world team. We'll bring you recaps of each night from Manchester on swimmingworld.com. Australia will hold its open water World Championship trials this weekend in Penrith, just outside of Sydney. Melissa Gorman is aiming to return to the top of the medal stand in the 5K after winning the world title in 2009 and finishing third in 2010. Others to watch include Trent Grimsey and Kyle Hurst. And that's it for today's edition of Streamlined News. We'll be back on Monday. Thanks for watching.